streaming that again, but I just worry about like the dead air. Not
I
that anybody's
understand.
watching anyway.
And there's a lot of like me just talking about processing, like what's happening here? What am I doing? Well, because for me it's like a thinking game,
Yeah.
and it's hard for me to do a lot of the stealth while talking.
Ugh,
That just
yeah.
I feel like that's what is it called? Multitasking, but just in like an extreme way.
Hmm. I'm so bad at stealth in games, and like I know how it's supposed to work. Like as soon as they walk away, you can go. But I get so nervous. I'm like, well, what if they sense me behind them? It's like it's a video game. Like it's, uh, they're communicating to you how it's supposed to work, and it's okay. You can take risks, but I just like I'm kind of a, defensive driver, I think, and so I'm also
Oh, I
like
see.
a defensive game player. I just not I don't make big moves.
I don't make big moves. Let's see here. What options do we have? Oh, what's this?
The last of the Halloween content, perhaps.
Yeah, I know. I see sweet deeds.
Oh, I think we might have done that one.
Oh, did we? Where we had to steal some candies?
Yeah, that was hard. Oh, classic games.
Classic games.
So before we came on tonight's stream, Stella gave me
Oh,
some options
yes.
for, including Fall Guys, um, and movies,
Yep, yep.
including Van Helsing, which was
Van Helsing.
tempting. I do love Kate
I
Beckinsale's
also
accent
love.
in the movie.
Oh, I love that movie. I know that you said that it's not good, but I enjoy it. And I recently watched a Princess Weeks video where she talks about the race bending done successfully in Interview with the Vampire, the TV show. And she
Oh,
at one
okay.
point mentioned Van Helsing. I was like, oh, Van Helsing. So yeah.
That was just one of those movies from that time period when they didn't make a lot of good movies. Well, that's not true. They didn't make a lot of good blockbusters. It was kind of like before the MCU, and oh, I don't know what that's my benchmark. But I mean, I saw that in theaters with my dad, and we
Oh,
liked it. We went to the game store after. I got custom Robo for the GameCube. That
whoa.
sustained
That was
us.
just a beautiful day.
It
You
was.
and your pa.
I remember Gracie had her
Oh,
friends
shoot.
over, and Van Helsing was on TV, and we were like in the kitchen, and Erica was like, "Van Helsing, that movie sucks." And I was like, "Oh, maybe it
Oh,
does suck."
too bad. Ah,
I mean, I like that
gosh.
it. Um, I think it like fairly successfully combined all of the creatures in like a coherent movie, in a way that like other crossovers have a hard time with. But that movie is also like kind of hard to look at just in terms of like, especially at the end when they're fighting in the lab and like everything's exploding and it's like, oh my god, everything's CGI and yeah, it's a bit of an eyesore. But anyway, in the end, I chose Fall Guys, which I was kind of thinking about all day just because it's the most mindless. Um, I suspect that you, during difficult times, might
Uh-oh.
watch a movie as an escape.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have had you said that we were not going to hang out. I would have probably watched You Got Mail.
Oh, there you go.
That's my comfort film, as you're aware.
I think for me, even a movie
Oh,
I've already seen, it's still a little bit too much of an
oh,
emotional investment. Um,
what is?
watching a movie,
Oh, watching a movie. Oh,
yeah.
okay. What if it's? Oh, even if it's one you've seen.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess that depends. I keep watching the first half of Godzilla Minus One because
Oh,
I keep thinking, like, I'll just watch the first scene, and then I end up watching half of it, and then it's so late that I'm like, all right, I have to turn it off. But that came back into theaters on the first, but I declined this time. I was like, you know,
Wow.
I can't
What
afford.
self-control?
I know.
You can't afford to keep going to the movie. Just seeing
And
the same
seeing
one.
this one movie.
Yeah.
I should try another one. Maybe I'd like it.
Are you, I think, did you get that thing I sent you where it said they're making a sequel?
Yeah.
Are you surprised about that?
Not too much, just because this one was so successful. But it's difficult to say how that would be done, just in terms of like, you know, the first sequel to Godzilla was pretty much like all the rest of the Godzilla movies. Like it was just ridiculous. There was no more drama, no more tragedy. It was just like monster fights, and that's what he wants to do for this one. So I'm not sure how you maintain any sort of core dramatic backbone while also having Godzilla fight like another guy.
You
But I'd
think
be interested to
Godzilla would
find
be
out.
in it?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that they were talking about was following up on that final note. But I don't know if I can
With
stand.
Mothra?
Yeah, maybe she could be Mothra. I hope she doesn't mutate into a giant monster, because,
Oh
gosh,
dear.
what a hard life.
Um, what happened at the end? Where did Godzilla go?
He's just at the bottom of the ocean, like usual.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's kind of like Jason at the bottom
Hibernating,
of
if you
Crystal
will.
Lake. Yeah.
I see. Oh, yes, I haven't seen it as much as you have.
No, I've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm always telling people,
What are you telling people?
hey, there's this Godzilla
What are you
movie.
watching? Watching Godzilla?
Yeah.
Did you just watch that last Tuesday? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, or I've been catching up on Agatha all along.
How's that?
I've done that too. Actually, I've been enjoying it. Did we make it?
Nah, we
Oh
sucked.
yeah. Oh, too bad. I was surprised we made it from the light one.
I know.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
What was that movie gonna be? Or what was that show gonna be called originally? It was like Agatha something Witches.
Oh, golly, I don't know. That's too much. Agatha all along is already a bit of a mouthful, even though it's in assonance.
Mm-hmm.
Penguin pool party.
Ah, jeez.
Mm. I did also offer, man, I was offering so many choices, offer to my Latin 4 5s how they would like this quiz. And part of it was because I really didn't want to make this quiz or grade it. So I was giving them like 3 options. And I was fine that they did not choose one of the options.
Build your own quiz.
Oh, yeah. Well, I already had to, I didn't want to make a quiz period, but I was like, they needed one on one of the things. Just try to
Hmm.
treat these. It's, don't worry, it's been made.
I feel like you have a good chemistry with your classes by now.
Yeah, for the most part, I think there are definitely some students that, um, I might not have a connection with. And I think that's fine. Like I can't force myself on anybody, because
Right.
then it just seems like inauthentic. Um, oh, oh, okay, yeah, and you can ghost, you can tiptoe. Is it this the one?
I think so.
Okay. Um, yeah. So we're just staying here. Oh, oh,
Did you get one?
oh! Yes, someone was
Oh!
trying.
There's a
Oh
ball.
no, come back. Oh, can you not pick up the ball after it
I
went
know,
in
I
your
was
area?
thinking about it. Or I was trying.
Oh, weird.
In jail. That's what
Did you get
happens when you
caught?
steal candy. No, I'm a defender. Can you
Oh,
believe it?
ooh, I'm trying to put this back, but I don't know if it's possible. This eyeball.
Gross.
Yeah. Come to me.
This little UI thing is like right where my vision is.
Oh, are you in jail?
No. Oh. What?
The treaters win. Who's that?
Me?
What was it? Oh, I was also on a treater. I get confused. I don't even know, but that all worked out. So,
It all worked out.
what if God were over, just a slob like one of us?
They have trick-or-treating in your building?
I didn't hear anything. The thing is, where I live, there's kind of a hallway or, well, an entryway to get to the thing. So you kind of have to go out of your way to go trick or treating. But I do think there was like some sort of trick or treating community event that was happening around the leasing office. So I think that's probably where the action was.
Oh, there you go.
So I just stayed in, obviously, and watched the original Scream, as you know.
Mm-hmm. As soon as Skeet Ulrich came on screen, you said, that's the one.
That's the guy who's like
Hello.
kind of forcing her to have sex, but then also saying, it's, don't, I'm not pressuring you. I'm like, I think you are kind of pressuring her. Nuts. I wonder if she hadn't had sex with him, if they wouldn't have gone after her, because they were like, quote unquote, following the rules.
Oh, right.
But I'm not sure. Just a slob. Did you make it, young man?
Made it. Young man. So it's, as you know, the 10th anniversary of Over the Garden Wall.
Isn't that exciting?
Ain't that exciting? And there have
I
been some features written about it that I've been seeing.
Yeah, I think there's also the director. I think did like a little stop motion something something. I'll have to
Mm-hmm.
find that wherever that may be. Do you
Yes,
have
I will.
regrets about the negative things you said about it?
Do you remember what those negative things were?
You?
No.
Oh, well, you just weren't very up on it, basically.
I didn't match the required level of enthusiasm.
No.
I think that was fine, but I don't
Uh,
generally watch an entire show in one sitting. I think that was part of the problem.
oh, please.
Oh, this one.
It was
Uh,
a 20-minute show. It basically turned into a movie.
hmm. Ow. Um, no, it was fine. I think as soon as I saw it, I was a little worried because I don't really like those
Oh
cartoons that
my
are like,
gosh.
they look like they're for kids, but they're not really for kids, but they are for kids.
Yeah, like an aquariums for kids.
Yep.
I get up. Wow, that was too bad. I guess the aquarium is out.
For November.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did you come up with any plans?
No, but I've still got some time.
Oh gosh.
was thinking about maybe doing a surprise party for you.
Uh, jump out of a car with balloons.
Yeah, a moving car. I really feel like that one orc in the two towers who's standing there when they're catapulting
Oh
the
yeah, and
big
he just moves
rocks.
slightly.
Yeah, it's like rah. He moves slightly. That guy was cool. And then remember when they had the white orc in the Hobbit trilogy, and you were like, okay, so this is gonna be like the bad guy for the first movie, and then he's like, oh, he didn't die in the end. And then oh, he's back in the second one. Oh, he didn't die in the end. And then the third movie, they introduced another white orc. It's like, come on, guys. And they look so bad.
How upset do you think your mom's gonna be when we take her to Gladiator 2?
Pretty upset.
Oh, I guess what we should do is drop the information before we decide to leave.
Hmm. Well, the theater is also maybe like half a mile from the house anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one? The one
Yeah.
that's in the shopping center? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like First Gentleman will still go with us, don't you think so?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about taking him anyway, or just going to see it with him at some point. But if we're
Yeah,
already going to see it, then
I'd
there
say
you have
so.
it.
That's my birthday pick. So I can guilt your mother by saying this is my birthday
It's
pick,
my
and then
birthday.
also saying that it's probably going to be an Academy Awards contender, and doesn't she want to be up on all of that?
Yeah, I
So I'll
wonder.
use my sly manipulation.
You know, it's going to be a long movie, though.
Oh, golly.
All those gladiator battles. Do you think you're going to watch the first one ahead of time?
Oh, maybe.
How many times have
And
you
then I'll
seen
have
it?
enough time. How many times? Good question. I'd say maybe three or four.
Yeah. I feel like you also, it's one of those movies that's on TV a lot, so you kind of like see pieces of it a lot as well. I always love when the guy says, I never said I knew Marcus Aurelius. I said he touched me on the shoulder once. Such
Oh
an
dear.
awkward piece of dialogue.
Oh.
Hello. Ooh, close one, sandwich. Uh-oh, here it goes. No! Ooh. No funny business. Whoa! No! I died.
Uh-oh. You passed away.
I passed away. So, what are the movies that you're gonna have to watch for this season of Dear Reader?
Good question. I think just one movie right now. Though there is a movie that had Katharine Hepburn in it that seemed to be based off of Euripides. Um, it might be called Women of Troy. So that one, but definitely Troy.
Yeah.
Um, which I actually like that movie, so that's not like a hard, it's not like a difficulty. Those two, Troy Fall of a City on Netflix, which is a pretty faithful adaptation.
Hmm.
Though watching a whole series is also a bit of a big ask. I can't remember how many episodes that is. And then I think there's a Phineas and Ferb episode, and there might also be a Mr. Peabody episode on from Rocky and Bullwinkle. So like those will be fun,
Wow.
and then some books. But there are so many that I'll definitely choose Song of Achilles, and then I'm not sure about. what next I'll do.
Hmm.
Maybe a female representation. But yeah, there's a lot that I could potentially do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel similarly strongly about the Odyssey as you do about the
Uh,
Iliad?
yeah, that's a good question. Someone else asked me that. I have more of a personal connection with the Iliad. I'm not sure how it started. I think part of it is Troy because I saw that film. I thought, oh wow, this is so cool. And I think also because of its oh no, strong connections with the Aeneid because Aeneas is, he pops up in there.
Oh.
And I like the characters more, I think, because they all have their negative qualities, but like Odysseus gets on my nerves a lot. So and even though there are a lot of like awesome parts in there and it's fantastical and great, I just I don't know. I like it, but I don't know that I necessarily love it.
Right.
But that's the difference between Tom and or Tom and me, because he teaches it, so I think there's that whole
Ah.
thing. So he's obviously going to have a close connection. He does not like the Iliad, but I think he liked it a bit more um, when we recorded. Probably
Hmm.
because of oh man, I touched somebody in the translation, which is really good, because I think that can make or break it.
Yeah.
So, whoops.
Damn you, Green Mushroom Man. Oh, how did I miss that guy? Um.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read either of them, but I have seen a lot of movies based on the Odyssey, if 2001
Ah,
counts, but also Oh Brother, Where
oh,
Art Thou?
um, what's his name? Andre Assad, is that his name?
Andre Assad. I don't
Is
know.
that his name?
Name of who?
Oh, and then what else? Isabella Rossellini. Is that the one?
Uh, I was thinking of
The
2001: A
TV
Space
movie?
Odyssey.
Oh, is that an adaptation of it?
Eh, not really. I think it's just using the
Oh my
title.
gosh! I was like, have I missed something? Because I sure did watch that film. Thought it was terribly boring, but I
It
watched
is
it.
terribly boring,
Okay, thank
but
you.
I
We
do like
finally
it.
agree. You do like, you're nuts.
The
You
sequel's
know,
even better, if you can believe that.
2002?
It's called
A Space Odyssey?
2010. They
Oh.
skipped 9 years. Got Roy Scheider.
Roy Scheider. Did we make it? Oh
I think
wow,
so.
that's fine.
Yeah, we went into overtime.
I'm confused why. I'm just getting an update now that Barry Keoghan says he did not use prosthetic in Saltburn nude dance scene. It was all me. Like, I knew that last year. He was saying that last year. Why is it now popping up on Entertainment Tonight? Is that the news that we're
Yeah.
like desperate for?
Slow news
Nothing
week.
else going on?
Nothing else going on.
My
Nothing that
gosh.
ET is going to, or Entertainment Weekly is going to report on.
Oi.
Hello. Whoa. Oh,
Is there a fan? I neglected to look.
think so.
Okay. Gotta be cautious with the fans.
Yeah.
What's the plan for Friday? Are you going down there?
Yeah, around about noon is usually when I make that trip on my
When
lunch
is the
break.
surgery? On your lunch break. When's the surgery?
Yeah, that I
Early
do
morning?
not know.
Okay.
Probably in the morning she tends to do.
That's is I guess your dad the main point person
Um,
who's like bringing her in and all of that?
I th- I would assume so. For some of these appointments, she's having like other people drive her. I guess just
Oh,
because of
okay.
he was in Aruba, or not Aruba, Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
But Gracie will be in Aruba on Friday, so me and
Oh
Maggie will be
boy.
there.
This is interesting. It'll be interesting to see what the family does, mainly because of, well, as much as I had heard, of course, of the, was it her sister, question mark, and that she was the main person doing everything. So it'll be interesting to see it, that was her sister, right? If other people will, step up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not really. She is a
Wasn't her
very
sister sick?
uh
And then she was like the only person that was doing everything, like taking her to appointments, all that. Wasn't that her sister?
oh yeah, I suppose so.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you
So I'm
meant
just
that.
saying, is that going to be, are they going to pay in kind? Or is it like, nope,
No, not
same
not at
thing?
all.
Really?
Oh, we died at the same time.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Her sister's not great to her. Wow, we killed it.
Killed. Out for now. Oh, well, we were first.
Yep. I think we're gonna
I
hold
didn't
it.
realize. So as long as, yeah,
At least for a
there's no
while.
timer yet. Is this the last person? Oh, no. One, two?
1, 2.
I only see two people, yeah. Well, they're ticking up, but it's top four, so I feel like we're locked in.
I think so. 9 seconds. They might surpass us. Yay.
We made it. Are you
All look
excited to see Jojo the Rabbit, the head?
at it. How grim. Of
Yeah,
course I am.
yeah. Now I don't have to ship it, so I save on shipping fees. Although I could have asked you to pay for shipping, because that's typically what
Yeah.
people do.
Well, you wouldn't mention money at all until it was too late.
It's like, okay, you owe me $30
Yeah.
of the kit plus shipping.
I know, I stop at 8. Oh, look at this little banana. Yeah, he's so cute.
A
Right.
banana?
He's like a little cat and a banana.
Oh, I don't see it, but I believe you.
There's an aggressive Sandy been grabbing me.
Oh, I see it. I
Yeah.
see the banana, yeah.
I
Poor
don't know.
Sandy. She's probably had enough of people trying to steal her skin.
Yeah. Keeping warm in the winter, those fish, you know how it is.
Those fish.
We learned all about that at the aquarium.
Yes, we did. Oh, God. Do you think you would go to an aquarium by yourself?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean,
Clearly I need to condition you more.
how would you do that though?
Why? You're just like that guy. I'm like, why wouldn't you go to an aquarium by yourself? No one's paying attention to you. They're
I
paying
just
attention
mean,
to the fish.
yeah, what do you think you're better than the fish? I just mean, like, how would you do it? Like, would you take me to the aquarium and, like, wait outside and be like, okay, let's see
Oh,
it?
oh, how would I condition you?
Yeah. Beyond just saying,
Um,
you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
yeah.
It's important. Oh, I just walked right through the
Yeah,
crevice.
I'm not sure how I will. Yeah, I guess drop you off and say, see you, honey.
See ya,
Pick you up
my
in a
grown
couple
up boy.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you know what I was just thinking about today?
what?
Baltimore Comic Con. And I was
Oh,
thinking, do you think this guy's gonna go through with it? But I'll just start my conditioning now
your conditioning. Well, when is that? Because I feel like you have to get,
in
like, the
September.
hotel. Oh, okay, so.
Hotel Schmotel. You've got free board here, young man.
Yeah, just wait till
Yeah,
I
I wonder
abuse
when
that.
you have to. I'd be glad to. I'm always the one to visit people. Why aren't they visiting me? Um, I think the big thing would be when do you have to register? Ooh.
Right.
Okay. Ah! This okay. We're back. I was getting this wolf just jumped in front of me and was eating up
Oof.
all of my stuff. I
Hexagons.
don't like it.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Like
I
a
saw
little
you,
fairy
Mr.
tale.
Fanny.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I just will have to make sure that I have a product by then. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I took a dive.
I saw you took a tumble. Well, oh my gosh, that
Good
wolf.
save. That wolf. My
Yeah.
nemesis.
Well,
Um,
you have enough for a book, right?
yeah, I'm just waiting on the last story because I want
I don't like this man.
to.
Please not get away from me.
Let's see, is he following
So
you?
maybe, I don't know. So you think one more story? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's about halfway done.
Oh,
Wow, dirty
okay.
tricks, dirty
I
pool.
know.
Um,
How many
but
people are left? Just two of ours.
I
Okay.
think,
This
honestly, I
guy.
think you might have
Uh-oh, this.
killed one of
Whoa!
them.
Okay.
We got
Yes.
one person left. Oh, it's the wolf.
A green wolf. It was the other guy that I didn't like.
No! Giant Tarantula 84. It's an ominous name. Um, so I'm thinking that story might be done in January at the rate we're
Okay.
going. So then I guess yeah, after that the book wouldn't be that won't take that long to put
Yeah.
together.
So I think probably pause and then, yeah, make good strides on producing some things. Um,
Yeah.
that's like, I mean, it's obviously a financial investment. I feel like you could do I mean, I'm just, obviously this is your baby, but I feel like you could do a bound copy of all of your books, like together, like a trade, and then you could also do individual issues of each of the stories.
Interesting. I mean, some of these are like 7 pages long. At least the
Oh,
shortest
yeah.
one is. Most of them are 8 or 13, so they're
How
not
much
quite.
do you think you would, they're not quite, well, so I guess you would call it an anthology then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
How much would you charge for your anthology?
Yeah,
$20.
that's what I was going to ask you and or Donovan. Um,
How many stories?
with the final one, it'll be 9.
Wow, 9 stories. Total page count?
Um, I feel like I know this. It's like close to 100.
Oh, well, we're more than $20 then.
I don't want to. I don't want to set the price too high because really, I'm just trying to get it out the door. I'm not trying to like make turn a
Yeah.
profit yet. It's way too early for that.
I should check to see what my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trade is. I think that might be like 24.99. It might be just over 100 pages. I can
Hmm.
check to see that.
Yeah, I was trying to find uh, anthologies like that. I found a couple, but the problem too is that I kind of positioned it as a magazine. Like the site is literally called MartianSunMagazine.com, but it's not. I should have called it Martian Sun Anthology. I don't know. That's a non-issue, but
It's too late now.
yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
made your bed.
Those URLs are quite expensive.
Yeah.
If
You
I
have your
wanted,
cards.
yes. Well, not
Cards. You
yet,
can
but
make postcards and then
postcards.
stickers. Stickers and pins.
Hmm. Yeah, there's an artist I follow on YouTube who goes to comic conventions and sells prints and stickers, and she makes thousands of dollars. I don't understand how she can move so much product,
Oh,
but
she's doing it on different characters.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's yeah,
I believe it. Yeah. So your stickers will have to be based off of your actual product, though,
right.
because you'll be capturing. Yeah. And you could have, yeah, little enamel pins made of,
Teeth.
oh, I have teeth.
That's just what I think of when I think of the word enamel.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking of like different characters in your book.
Yeah, a lot of people. So I don't know how interesting they would be.
A robot, I guess. Yeah. I mean, you could do them of Martian Sun. You could also have some pre-giveaway, any goodies that you can think of.
Baked goods, perhaps.
Oh
Martian sun
gosh.
themed cookies.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, I would like to do something that would be a bit more marketable because a short story anthology is one thing. It's not something that I would ever want to buy, ironically. But hopefully, at some point, I could do like a Kickstarter and do like an actual series. And that I think that would be more appealing to a general audience. But time will tell.
Time will
Ugh. Ugh.
tell. Bubba trouble. You got your background?
My background.
Well, I mean, you don't have it yet, but your, like, canvas,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that thing.
It's gonna be a big picture of me.
Will it?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I've seen a bunch of them, but I would probably just put Martian Sun. You think you put your stage name on it?
Yeah. I'll say my name is Kim Jung Ho. Most people call me Harrison. Shoot.
Like, where you get that from? Oh, man.
I do worry if there's some sort of like situation where I'm talking to in the future, a prospective employer, and they see that my name is Kim Jung Ho, but it's actually Harrison Shoot, because the comics industry already has a history of people like pretending to be Japanese.
Oh,
They're like,
well,
okay, who's this guy?
well, if it's not a blind interview.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking also about, oh, we'll need to get that little doohickey where people can pay via credit
Yeah.
card on, and, yeah, that's the thing.
And you could
I
be
feel
my
like,
my bouncer.
oh, well,
Yes.
that's my hope. Yeah, I'm gonna be your little, wench, your comic wench.
I was thinking administrative assistant, but wench.
Yeah, we'll go with that. What a kindly term. Oh my gosh, I just need 2 more police.
Oh, we're not on the same team. Police.
No, it's singular. This is the angle. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Police. One more.
One. You just walked right
Yes.
into
Okay.
it. Boom.
Yeah. What are the other sizes of your books? 7?
Other sizes, like page count.
Oh, yeah.
Strangely enough, they tend to be either 8 or 13. There's one that's 16, one that's 18, which was supposed to be 16. She upsold me a couple pages. Um, the shortest one is 7 pages, and then I think there might be a couple that are like 10 or something. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah,
8 and
well, I don't know.
13. That tends to be the magic number.
I feel like it'd be interesting to have both, like have the whole anthology or have, if someone, because you just said that as a consumer you would not buy an anthology, so to have them separate as well
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
would be
wouldn't.
a good idea.
I just don't like short fiction in general.
Gotcha.
Um, yeah. I think it'd be clever, but yeah.
So anyway, but that's yeah.
Well, you
I
can
guess
always
this
do.
is one of
Yes.
those things where, oh, I was just gonna say, one of those things where you should do a little bit at a time, because otherwise it could be like a huge financial strain,
Mm-hmm.
too much of it.
Yeah. I mean, I've already spaced out the stories themselves over the course of several years because it's
Yeah.
just like so expensive.
Because this would
Um,
be a big push, but it's one of those things that if you did it, I think it would be, it's one of those like, spend money to make money situations.
right.
Nice to hear. Oh, oh, oh. I
Look
was
at
the
us,
leader, so now there's no way I'm gonna get over.
you cowards. Ha! I made it. Number
Did you?
one. The
Oh
King
my
of New
gosh, I
York.
might actually. Whoa! I can't believe it. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Oh, yes. And then the other big thing is that you have to do a pitch when you talk to people.
Yeah, that's really hard.
How comfortable. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, yeah, I guess that's where I come in. I
Yep.
am the face,
You're the
and
face.
I pull people in
Mm-hmm. Booth babe.
with my Lucy cosplay.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, is this a Fallout comic? No.
Maybe I should ask people questions like, how do you feel about rights for synthetics?
Yeah. And if they
And
say,
get
I
them.
think they should have rights, they say, okay, this comic is not for you.
Or just be like, this is a great one for you to read and debate that question.
Hmm. It's weird. I have another story about robots. Um, that's
Not
also
for.
two guys and a robot girl. No,
Oh
wait.
no, that sounds like a sitcom.
Yeah. Actually, I think that one's a robot guy and then a couple. And then there was going to be one about the first criminal case about a guy being charged for murder of synthetic life.
Oh,
No!
oh, oh! I think I remember that. And it was going to be a courtroom drama, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was too complicated for me to even start. I was like, how do I start with this? I don't know anything about the law. I never watched Law and Order. And that would be like corporate. Oh, I won.
Did you? Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a while. I didn't have to jump and grab a crown in the end.
Oh yeah, your fave.
My fave.
Scooby Dooby, where are you?
They're never
What's the
gonna
weather
find me.
been like up yonder?
It's funny because last night, when everything was going down, I was like, I was manifesting all these symptoms. I was like, I can't breathe and I'm overheating. I was trying to open the window, and I thought it was just because of the election, but I think it was actually just hot out because it was really hot today. I had the
Yeah, it was
window
like
open.
80 for me.
Yeah, I don't know what that was
Uh,
about. It's
Global
November.
warming, which President number 47 doesn't believe in.
No, no. Sometimes I don't know how to think or what to think about global warming. Not that I, don't think it's real, but I'm always, maybe not always, but I'm a little bit skeptical at some of the doomsaying that, like, oh, we have to do this within this window. And then the window passes and then the goalposts get moved again. Like, I mean, maybe that's just how it goes, but I don't know. Um, I think that's just coping because we really needed to not have Donald Trump in this window of time if we want to stop global warming.
Yeah.
And that could be said for a lot of things.
Why do you think people say that trying to think of the correct term here, that we're in a population decline?
Yeah, I have no idea. I guess it's just because I assume it just goes back to reproductive freedom and wanting to control women's bodies and making them preggo.
I guess so when I think about Rome, which I do frequently,
You're like every
their
guy.
greatest, yeah, yeah, their greatest import was human beings.
Hmm.
And when it came to the empire, because this is not true of other eras, like anyone could become a citizen, but it's
Hmm.
because the age limit or the amount of time that someone would live was shortened and they needed lots of workers and things like that. So it makes sense. But I feel like we have homeless people. We have people that don't have jobs. So I don't really know like why we would need more people. I guess that's what I'm confused about.
Yeah, what benefit?
Yeah, what is it actually affecting, the fact that we don't have a lot of people? And where's the space? Like, there's not enough space for people to live.
Right.
So,
Well, I feel like, and this could be complete misremembrance, but I feel like I've heard that there's more housing than there are people, or there's enough housing in the world that could actually contain everyone. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I would believe it. Um,
that it could contain. However, people can't afford it.
Right.
Because isn't that true of where you live? I remember the first time I went this, I was being informed that it's really expensive. And so, isn't there a big push to make affordable housing, but then people who live there don't want the affordable housing there?
Yeah. I mean, that's a tale as old as time. There's a
Yeah.
great HBO miniseries called Show Me a Hero about affordable housing in Yonkers. Oscar Isaac was in it.
Oh,
Um,
Oscar Isaac.
I think any place with a beach is going to be sort of a difficult place to live financially.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Deadly
Yeah, I
stuff.
guess that would have been one of the questions I would have asked you to ask Ian is what's so wrong with the population decline?
Yeah, I feel like that's always the best way to approach um, like strange conservative ideas like that. Is just to kind of like try to understand where it's coming from. Because I also feel like there's less judgment inherent in that. It's more anthropological. Like why? Like what is this? What is at the root of this strange concept that you seem to be holding on so dearly to the point that it affects your, voting patterns or view of the world? Because yeah, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, but dearly
Do you
held
think
nonetheless.
do you think Ian voted for Trump?
I would have to imagine if he voted at all. Do you know where he lives? Like what state?
Well, I used to. Hmm, I cannot recall
Hmm.
offhand.
I think every county moved toward Trump. Like even Massachusetts, it was pretty. I mean, it was a crazy, terrible election. But
Donovan gave me a fact. I didn't call him on it by requiring evidence, but he did say that 15 million Democrats did not vote.
yeah, I also saw that number, um, and I believe it. I mean, there was something that was going around that was like Google searches for "Did Joe Biden drop out?" like spiked after the election. So like I think there were just a lot of people who did not know what was
Oh
going
my
on.
gosh, how? I
I
mean,
know.
I typically don't, I'm not up on current events, but I at least knew that.
Right. It's
Woo!
like unavoidable. I
So,
mean, yeah.
yeah.
Donovan was very upset, and he was chalking it up to malice. Like he thought that he felt that this election was like a severe referendum on America, that it was changing. And I think that it really is just ignorance, which is a very old American story.
Yeah,
We
that's
have
what,
the privilege of stupidity.
yeah, I mean, that's what the Professor Coca said is like misinformation.
Yeah. I think people just don't care. I mean, they're just not
About
affected.
educating themselves?
I mean,
Or
about
just in
like
general?
politics. Yeah, well, also
Oh,
educate
yeah.
themselves. Ooh, I thought you had a tail. It was just your hairdo. um, but either way, I mean, it's not a. It's certainly something that the Democratic Party's gonna have to work on. Like, how do we reach
Yeah,
these people, even if it seems yeah, unjust?
yeah.
I mean, the whole thing certainly is like the whole thing about the economy. Like, it's ridiculous. You really think this guy's gonna help you out?
Yeah, well, look at his taxes.
Yeah, he certainly does know how to get away with spending very little money. Just still mourning all those criminal cases that he's just never going to see accountability. And
That's
it
not
bothers
so
me
we have, yeah,
so much.
criminal in office.
Yeah.
A criminal!
I mean, that's like the least of our concerns, but like, I just wanted it so bad.
Mm. Wish I could give you a hug. I wish I could have hugged all of my constituents.
Yep.
Well, I'll hold on to for an inappropriate amount of time when I see you in 2 weeks from
Wow.
tomorrow.
My gosh. It'd be
Isn't that
like,
crazy?
I know.
The plan came together so quickly.
Yeah, I did. I even forgot to like ask if you wanted to see if Donovan wanted to come down, but I feel like he's probably not in a position to do that.
Yeah,
Although,
I chose not to, mainly because, not out of spite, but honestly, his
fine.
mother, number one. His mother was like primarily the reason why. And now it's okay.
You're already out. No,
Yeah, that's terrible. I got by a
he
blast
was a
ball. That
suicide
was so
bomber.
loud. And now well, actually, it probably would be a boon for him now, like a blessing because it would take his mind off things.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has some sort of help, like professional help, um, but
Oh,
I'm not
Donovan,
sure.
yeah.
I know that Denmark was in Japan, or the
Oh my gosh, did
Japans
you hear about
recently.
that? Yeah, scandal
No, I didn't hear about the scandal. Oh, well, that he had a
with
secret
visiting a
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the scandal.
Talk about a man of mystery. He seems mysterious even to Donovan.
I seem so. Everyone's forward. Some people are more private than others, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's cool. I think it's cool if you're like able to not just like constantly talk about yourself like I do. Be a bit of a oh no 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 no.
Oh,
A bit of a closed book.
I'd say you're mostly a closed book. Would you disagree?
I guess it's like you never really listened to my first podcast, The Valley on Planet X, where I just sort of like talked about myself for 100 episodes.
Oh,
If you ever want to unlock the secrets of me, they're all in there.
wow. Do you think that it would be, I'm thinking here, contrary to what I've learned these past years?
Um, maybe I don't know, but I mean that's kind of like how I like in my mind, though I don't really do it consciously. Kind of demarcate you and Donovan, because
Whoa.
when Donovan and I became friends, like he had already listened to the podcast, so he already like knew these like very personal details. Um, Whereas with you, you were sort of like um, our relationship formed a bit more normally, I guess.
What is normal?
Yeah, that I do not know. Um, we don't have to play this for 3 hours. Also, if you don't want to, we could like do something else at some point.
Well, I wish you had Netflix
I know.
because I'd be like, well, we could watch one episode of The Tomb
Of
Raider,
the Tomb Raider, yeah.
but here we are. I have the Netflix, some you don't.
Already picked up for season two.
Crazy! So it must be good. I better watch it
Uh,
after Agatha all along. And I still have the Penguin too, so got some things to catch up on.
yeah, I've only seen the first episode of that, and I keep meaning to watch it, and all of a sudden it's like over.
Dooby dooby doo. Where are you? What game do you think we should play? Oh, I guess we could play with your Switch, can't we? Can't we plug that into the computer? Sorry, can't we plug that into a monitor?
Yes, that's how it's set up right now.
Okay, and then doesn't it break down so that each side controller is a separate controller?
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
okay, so
for
we
only
could
certain
do some
games.
things.
Mario
Do
Tennis.
you have Mario Party?
I think I saw that in one of the like online game collections.
But
Does
yes,
that work?
tennis as well. I know how you like to troll me with that. I do like Mario Party though. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't remember why, but Maggie and I feel like played that recently, or maybe it was you, you and me. Did we play that one where they're on the cruise?
Yeah,
Okay, it was the mini games. Oh, okay, that was the battery. We
yeah.
were trying to show Donovan, but he wasn't interested.
What? Yeah, talk about a guy with no class. He should know a good game when it's when it's in front of him. I mean, come on.
And he'd judge the game by how good it was based on how much yelling between the players.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, what was the better game, the battery or the ball?
Yeah, that ball. Because I feel like once you kind of figured out the path for the battery, it's fine. Like it's a little frustrating, but that ball is like so hard to control.
Oh man, I think that was the moment your parents regretted having a visitor.
Yes.
Like, why is there all this yelling?
Roughhousing. It's great still. Um, yeah, we finished River City Girls, so I don't think I'd even have to bring the PS4.
Oh, so should I not bring my controller?
Well, I guess we'd have to think about what games.
Yeah, the only thing would be Overcooked, but
I do have that. Is that?
oh, you do have that. Is it couch co-op?
I don't know. I was gonna ask
Oh,
you.
you would have to tell. I can Google it, I guess. You own it, but I'll Google it at break.
I bought it because Terry asked about it, and I think it was
Oh
discounted.
yeah, and you were
But I
gonna
didn't
play
have.
together, and then what happened?
No, it never came up, and she hasn't really been texting me that much. She texts me every once in a
Uh-oh.
while, like an article, and I'll respond, and then maybe we'll have a conversation.
Half-heartedly?
I mean, I try to do my best. I don't know. I feel like I did tell you about this other person who started one of these sort of like one-sided relationships. Um,
Not the Facebook person, but a different person?
maybe it's the Facebook person. A person who was a little intense, and she texted recently, late at night, and she was like, "Hey, sorry to bother you, but like if you have time, do you want to talk?" And I just never responded.
Oh no. What
Uh,
sort of talking would she want?
oh
Voice?
gosh. Hmm?
Voice?
No.
Okay, just chatting or texty chatting.
I can't. Gosh, I can't even remember. But she would tell me these insane stories, because she's had obviously kind of a complicated life, but she would talk about being like an escort and how,
Whoa.
yeah, and she's also the one who would do cocaine off the phone that she was FaceTiming me with. So yeah, it was.
What?
So
Did
there
you
was
watch her do a line of cocaine?
many times.
Oh my gosh!
She's like, I'm not an addict. I just like to do a bump every now and again.
Oh,
Like, whatever,
that's
do you?
exactly what an addict would say. And
Yeah.
I just had someone talk about drugs
Hmm.
today, Chris Heron. Wow, interesting. I didn't know that this was that. Wow. Does she enjoy her job?
Well, she used to do that, and I can't remember what she does now, or did when I spoke to her last. But it was. I can't remember exactly. Uh, I mean, I'm sure that she would not have wanted to do it, but I don't think it was like a feeling of like oppression. It was like, it was like a job, and some
Sure.
clients were better than others and things like that.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if that was what was leading her to doing lines of cocaine.
Hmm. I think it's just generally poverty. Drugs are just,
Poverty.
yeah. I mean, when
Oh
you're poor, you just kind of do drugs. I feel like because
my
life is
gosh.
terrible.
I know, but then you're like, it's it's just such a sad cycle because it's like, where's this money coming from?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. What does it look like from a uh, first person POV,
Yes.
watching the cocaine being spread out on the phone and snorted?
Yeah,
What
it
did
was
that
definitely
look like for
interesting.
you? Did you withhold your facial expressions while
I
this is going on?
I
Because I
mean,
think I would have my eyes would have bugged out. So,
I mean, I
are
think
you a
she.
better man than I?
I mean, I'm sure I have more of a poker face just because I don't think people can tell how I feel ever just by looking at me. Um, but I mean, I mean, it was fine. She
Uh,
told me, she was like, "Is it okay if I do this?" And I'm like, "I'm not gonna tell you not to do that." I
not
mean,
chill.
yeah, what do I care? But
Oh,
yeah, that was
okay.
weird. That was like
That's an
super.
interesting question because I'd be like, well, I'm worried about you, but it's your own body.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I was a
I
bit.
wonder what.
Yes.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I mean, I always thought that cocaine was like one of the bad ones, and I think it is. But I also just I feel like people just kind of do it. Like Maggie's done it, and
Oh,
yeah, sweet
wait.
baby Maggie.
Gosh, these people living these lives. Yeah, I'm just not about it. I'm just, I don't know.
No.
Maybe there's like a quote unquote time for it, but I think I told you like I was hanging out with people and they were like talking about Molly.
Oh
Um,
God.
and I thought we're in our 30s. I feel like it's time to put
It's
this aside. Like, why are you now trying to experiment and
right.
asking like how to potentially get it and what's it like? I'm like, oh no.
It's a
Let
little
us
late.
put these things away
Yeah.
and, be adults. But
The body also probably. I mean, not that any body is really designed to deal with that stuff, but I feel like it's probably a lot harder at 30.
I know, yeah, yeah. And hangovers and stuff are harder
Mm.
when you're older. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, how'd you find out that your sister did it?
I think she just mentioned it offhand, like, "Oh, I don't do that anymore, Mom. I only do
Oh
weed."
my gosh.
Yeah.
What did the mayor, what was her reaction when this
She's not a
was offhandedly
fan.
spoken? Yeah, I bet not, being a nurse.
No, and she was never a big drug person either. I think she probably smoked weed back in the day, mostly cigarettes. But
Ah, I wore a leather jacket.
yeah, I mean, I'm like you. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this
You think
black
you're
guy.
gonna get it?
He's gonna grab
Yep.
my crown.
Oh, we like grabbed it at the same time. Who got it, you think?
I don't know. I was eliminated. Did you? Cause
Yo!
no.
Yes! I like was
Wow.
inches in front of that man. He's probably so upset, but I'm happy I got a crown.
Wow. Back to back
Oh,
winners.
back to back.
Congratulations. Or as the announcer says at the end of Super Smash Bros. Melee, congratulations. Um, yes, I, like you, also resisted drugs in high school, which was very easy. I was never offered any in high school. It was only
You
afterward.
weren't even getting the choice. Yeah.
No, I was only ever offered drugs once, and
Oh,
it was just weed. It was some
what
guy
was the
just smoking weed.
context?
I was at a party, the only party, like high school party I ever went to. I was in college at the
Whoa.
time. It was
Yeah?
like some guy who I knew like back in elementary school, but we reconnected at the grocery store because I found out that he was working at the deli counter. And I was like, "Oh my God, Jacob!" And he was like, "What's up, man? I'm like in the army now." So we kind of talked for a little bit. Then he was like, "Hey, I'm having a party. Do you want to come over?" And so I found all these like um, people who I went to high school with who I never really spoke to, but were kind of friendly with. And one of them was like, "Hey, do you want to?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm straight. I put all that stuff behind me. You know what I mean?"
Yeah. I just got out of rehab.
Yeah. I think at that point he knew. um, but yes, peer pressure was very easy to resist when you don't have any friends. Well,
Oh,
not
Lord.
when you don't have any cool friends.
I see. Do you think you'll ever talk to this person and ask what she wanted to talk about? Or has too much time already passed?
Um, yeah, I don't remember why she liked to talk to me either. I mean, she found me through the YouTube channel. I guess she liked those videos, and she just found me on Facebook, I think, which is actually a little troubling. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, she kind of just wanted to like talk to blow off steam or something,
Mm.
and she was, kind of all over the place. And I mean, interesting person, but like only wanted to talk via FaceTime, which is like,
Oh,
you can't do anything else when you're
yeah, it's
on
true.
FaceTime. And
Wow.
these conversations would go on for like an hour. I felt like,
Man, at least mine are like phone calls and 15 minutes maybe.
right? Keep it short, sweet. You leave them wanting more.
Indeed. Though I don't know if you have a third girlfriend and then you talk about, oh gosh, get this, Stella, what
Yeah.
Stella had to say to me today. Oh gosh, the plungers are not
Mm-mm.
doing me happiness.
No.
What the heck? Please, plunger.
Plunger.
And let it go. Okay. Whew. Did you qualify?
I did. Oh,
Okay.
look, it's Caveman SpongeBob.
Good. His pants are too tight.
The pants are tight. Chicka-ba,
Oh,
chicka-ba, chicka-ba.
man. I'm trying to make songs with an author on Instagram.
Really?
I don't think it'll happen. But I am very encouraging of her, so that's
You gotta believe. Is this the one who wrote the pumpkin spice romance that you liked so much?
it. No, it's not. She wrote, yeah, I think she only has one, and then one's on the way in November. But
Oh.
yeah, no, he seems nice from what I see. But yeah, I just comment on the posts
Mm.
and give her well wishes.
Slide into the DMs.
Yeah, I wish I could get one of those ARC advanced reader copies
Oh.
um, of anything really, but they really would only give them, they want to be sure that you have some sort of following. And I'm like,
Right.
well, that's not me. I mean,
That's
I'd
the
give
hard
you a
part.
great review
Yeah.
or, I would do a good job, but I don't have,
To the vacuum of
yeah,
the internet.
I'm not in the, what is that, the book talk kind of
Book talk,
society.
yeah.
Yeah,
Your say doesn't go a long way. I'm
book
surprised you
exchange,
don't.
yeah.
I mean, you don't even get like comics, like single issues for BTO.
No,
Hmm.
sadly. I wish.
I sometimes get emails from people who think that I still write for Collider. Um,
Oh,
and the last one, I was like, well, I don't write for Collider anymore, but I can hook you up on my, my blog with ICs. And she was like, let me circle back later with that one. And I
oh
was like, I'm
dear.
just joshing you, man.
Okay, let's check about
Overcooked. Wait, did you get
Overcooked.
Eliminato?
Is it the first one? I did, yeah. Overcooked. That was the last one. Overcooked 1?
I think I have two.
2.
Yeah.
Overcooked. Wow, it's currently $9 reduce on PS
Wow.
Store.
Tobias.
Okay. Cooperative cooking simulation. I did know that.
Channel the
Let's
spirit of Gordon
see.
Ramsay.
Oh, couch co-op? Question mark? Is there a way to play two-player split screen with two? What?
Simultaneous.
The screen doesn't need to split. Yes, the second player just needs to turn a controller on and pick an account on the console and it should work. No split
Nice.
screen. You will share the screen when playing.
Oh,
Oh,
why
as
am I
I
having
say, I
such a
did
hard
turn
time?
on another controller, but for some reason it didn't work. For consoles, it will just work. PC, you may need to set the controller up.
Well, that makes sense.
Okay.
PCs aren't really made for couch co-op, I gotta say.
Is
Although
it
we
the
tried.
computer?
We tried, yeah.
Okay, so that's the plan?
That's the plan.
More yelling will ensue.
I thought it was like one of those cozy games.
I think people get upset
Oh, okay. Well, that makes
be
sense.
because you have to make a set number of menu items.
Hmm. We all know how stressful the kitchen can be.
Yeah.
You've
It's
seen
gonna
The
be like,
Bear.
well, just one episode. Um, it'll be like moving out.
Hmm.
Do
Yes,
you
that
remember
was.
that?
I do remember. Never
Oh
forget.
man. Never forget when you said you didn't know basketball until I explained basketball, and then you felt like I was patronizing you.
Yeah. I said don't patronize the
Oh,
poor kitty cat.
yeah. Oh,
Oof.
oh,
Catapulted, look
uh-oh.
out.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh
Oh,
no.
that was just not a good time for that.
No.
Oh,
Guy with the top hat. Skeletor. Hopefully this is the final round.
jump showdown. The
Nice.
final
Nice.
countdown. Digga-doo-doo. Digga-doo-doo-doo. Digga-digga-digga-digga-doo-doo-doo.
Not my trick, Michael. My illusion. Okay. Oh, look at this big bar in golden. Huh. Great job. To whom do you refer? Get out of here, Skeletor. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I've chosen poorly. I
Are
guess I could
you
make.
isolated?
Yeah. Much like Amanda Ripley.
Oh,
No!
Amanda.
Wait, am I on a team?
Um,
That's
no, I don't
weird.
think so. I think it's just that I'm somebody who is associated with you.
Huh. Stop spectating and collect your rewards? Oh, sure. Thought that was like stop spectating and forfeit your rewards. Give me the rewards.
You know what we could do? We could make you a dating profile while I'm up there.
That's true. It could be the start of a whole new thing for me. A new era.
And on one of the prompts, you could say, I realized at the 2024 election
Yeah, that's a
that I
great
would like
story.
somebody. Or I'm looking for someone from 2025 to 2028
Yeah,
to
commiserate.
commiserate with. Yeah.
A nice girl's beefy biceps to cry into.
Whoa! Yes.
Yeah, that's another thing you'll see on Reddit every now and again. Somebody posting like, "Do guys really not like muscles on women?" And then you get thousands of guys being like, "I love muscles." You simps. Okay, Blast Lantis. I feel like I've screwed up here a couple of times
Last
recently.
Lantis.
The Lost Empire. The Blast Empire.
Scooby-Doo.
What do you think about that movie?
Oh no! My faith in humanity is lost.
This was the needle that broke the back. It's like in the movies, after like they've lost somebody, but they don't immediately react, but then like their car doesn't start, and then they freak out. That's exactly what this is. Let's see, what can I do here? I'm asking for help? No.
I guess Army Hammer has he been redeemed?
I don't know if he's been redeemed, but he's certainly back. I think that's a tough one to come back from. But never underestimate the American public's ability to forgive men's
Yeah.
crimes.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Something going on.
No, I was watching you on that thing.
Oh.
Makes me nervous.
Ugh, I always get stuck on these. No. Okay.
Miss Biscuit, less taxes, more treats.
No, what? How am I supposed to defend against that? Whoa. Oh, this is terrible. No. No! Stop screwing up. Stop screwing up. Focus. No! What is happening? Ugh. Okay. No, stop that!
Oh no.
Plunger.
No. Yeah, plunger should help.
Yes!
Yes! You did it, young man.
That was the hardest fight of my life.
Oh, what's this? Is this Stranger Things, the next one? It's coming 2025, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Can you believe it? Those kids are all
I
grown
can't.
up. Okay, jump showdown again. Let's see if I can
make
redeem
good
this.
decisions.
Yeah. Oh, there's a fan.
Uh-oh.
Mine
Level
enemy.
playing field.
Yeah. Also an alligator. Okay. that was
Oh
that was no
no. What happened?
good. I felt like I was pushing against it, but I feel like I was at a bad angle.
Oh, Harry. How fast do you think you could fix your Netflix?
I could always just watch it on a different device while also hearing you through the PlayStation. I just need two headphones. That's not hard. It would just be weird.
I guess you could always do a phone call.
Maybe. Do you have a computer that you can like Zoom/Skype and also watch a movie on?
Yes? Well, because Netflix is technically on the computer. It's not
Right.
on, it's not on my PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
So the answer would be yes.
Oh, well, maybe we could do that. You gonna get another one?
Sure. Night fever.
The medieval.
Night fever.
Have you ever seen the movie RoboCop
Which one?
from 1987?
Yes.
Okay. I've just been feeling kind of in a RoboCop mood.
Oh.
That didn't strike me as a stellar movie. What did you think of it?
It has been too long that I would not be able to give you a proper analysis.
Okay. I could recite the movie for you, and then you could tell me.
Oh my. Yeah, I think this probably came at a time when I was watching maybe some classic 80s films.
Die Hard and Back to the Future, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
probably Predator around that time
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I've yet to see Rambo.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Because I think the first Rambo movie might even be a 70s. I know you just feel like a 70s movie, but the sequels, of course, are pretty quintessentially 80s.
Yeah, well, the first one is surrounding the Vietnam War, right? So I guess it has to be
Yeah, it's like a drama.
mid to late 70s, yeah. I only know about it from, or the details I know about it are from when he did his in-country podcast.
Yeah, the first one's really good, and then the rest are just terrible.
Ooh, handsome SpongeBob, or what's his name?
Squidward.
Squidward, yeah.
I'm Squidward. We're both Squidward.
What do you think Donovan's doing right now?
Probably writing articles. He said that he had some assignments in an interview. Maybe he's transcribing.
Oh yeah, he did have an interview with Tom King himself. He said Tom King was openly emotional about the results. I wonder what Your Honor thinks about it.
Definitely upset. Kind of getting bullied.
Surprised.
Yeah.
She's got other things to worry about anyways. Are you pumped for your May trip?
Yes, of course I am.
Wow! Oh, that was a dubious answer. Oh my, oh my. What are your goals for the trip, would you say?
I guess to not ruin anybody else's good time. I don't think I do that, but that's, you know.
You think the angry Harry will come out?
I don't see him often. I'm just a cool, laid-back kind of guy.
I hope it all turns out okay. I look forward to daily updates.
Do like a reality TV confessional with you?
Oh, please, yes.
So I was just in the common area, and Maggie said...
Oh, boy.
Romantic Factory.
Oh my god. Drawing squad.
Okay. I will act accordingly.
Yeah.
Or I'll die and act accordingly.
Don't let me down, young man.
Maybe we should watch The Departed now that you have
The Departed.
a newfound appreciation for the Boston accent. You could judge them.
What about
Nice. This one's mine.
sorry. What about, I'm thinking.
What about Love?
No. The Town.
Oh, The Town. I saw that movie. That was my first Rebecca Hall movie.
And you fell in love with her immediately?
I think I did. I said she's way too good for this Ben Affleck guy.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
I'd watch that one. I mean, I own both of them, but I feel like maybe it was longer that I've seen The Town than I've seen The Departed.
I've only seen The Town once. I've seen The Departed probably 10 times.
I know you have. You and your obsession for it.
Yeah. It's another one I could probably recite, but it's pretty profane. The cracking ice.
Oh yeah, be sure you pack Tick Tick Tick.
Yeah, I don't even have that with me. Let's open
Oh,
the mirror.
oh, it's already
Didn't
there.
throw it
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be the worst thing ever. That's how we got into this situation in the first place.
We just have to go back to Mash P.
No!
Mechagodzilla, how could you?
This I need Mothra immediately.
I don't know if Mothra ever battled Mechagodzilla. I'd have to think about that one. I remember that was a guaranteed Stella laugh getter.
I enjoyed that. Well, the first time I was very... Oh, what's this about? Simone Sanders says we had the opportunity to weigh in today about the voters who chose Trump. Spoiler alert, it was not black men.
Interesting.
No,
Was
it
it
was Latino
white
men and
men?
white women. Let's keep it where it needs to be. Interesting.
It's weird because one of the things that I kept hearing was that it was like historic turnout. Maybe it was just for the early vote, but obviously that was not to be. It was historically low turnout, maybe. I think
I was
Mechagodzilla took a
surprised to
dive.
hear. Well, good. I was surprised to hear that Arab people were going for him because of which I guess is because of her stance on what's going on over there. But also, I'm thinking he wants you out of the country.
Right. Yeah, that's
So
really
I don't know what
complicated.
exactly is worse.
I mean, I don't know that I heard that they were going for Trump so much as just sitting it out. Because that I understand. Not that I agree with it or appreciate it. But, like, because it wasn't so much the stance as the Biden administration has been, like, enabling and supplying Israel with Palestinian killing weapons and operations and things like that. And so, like, I understand, like, you cannot endorse that person if you feel like they have sort of inordinately or disproportionately contributed to the killing of your own people. But yeah, there wasn't really another option there. So it's like, that's America, I guess.
America.
Love her to leave it.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind when he takes
Move
office.
to Canada.
Yeah.
Get a visa.
Just think of those Canadian immigrants. They might not even have a choice.
Oh, yeah. One more?
Okay, let's make it a good one.
Let's make it a good one.
Then we'll see if I can sleep. I tried to take a nap today. Oh, I was, so I've been working standing up at my standing desk
Really? Have you been
lately.
walking
Yeah,
on the pad?
not every day, although that's
Okay.
the goal. But
Yeah.
I've been so tired 'cause I didn't sleep last night, so I was actually falling asleep standing up, which is really
Oh,
scary.
oh my gosh.
I mean, it's one thing to fall asleep and like sort of be off balance when you're sitting, but like
Yeah.
to be like, oh my god, I'm going down. Whoa, oh, that was not good.
You have to take good care of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it was after the 2016 election that I noticed that I was falling asleep at work. I think it just had an impact on my sleeping. And so I tried to take a nap today, and I was finding this similar problem. It's almost like um, my body is saying like, no, you cannot be at rest because you can not be comfortable. Um,
Mm.
it's very strange.
Or content, I guess.
Yeah. Also, I
So you
started.
didn't sleep okay after 2020?
Um, I mean, I think honestly, I mean, once Biden took office, I felt like life was kind of returning to normal. Obviously, we had the pandemic and all that stuff, but I don't know, for some reason that was different. No.
Okay. Oh, dear, oh dear. No, no. Okay. Boop, boop.
Oh, I didn't make it.
Did you make it? Oh no, and
No.
we were on the same little thing. Get it? Get it?
You're on the same little
Hurry,
thing.
hurry. Yeah, the little
Oh!
launching. Oh, the Dinkleberry. Oh, how did you not get in?
I don't know, because the
Oh
Dingleberry,
no,
it
the
punted
Dingleberry
me.
hit you. No, what's
Oh! I
happening?
don't know, I'm screwing it up in the 11th hour.
Did,
Oh!
oh my gosh.
Did we make
Donovan
it?
says he wants to do a paid subscription, um, uh, kind of social media thing because he said he has quote unquote artful nudes.
Wow. I don't see why he
And I
doesn't.
doesn't already.
I mean, I.
Oh no, not Pixel Puzzle, is it?
I don't know how you
Oh,
get to see him
Tiptoe.
so much sooner than I. Um,
It's
Tiptoe.
Tiptoe. Yeah.
Like, I understand that I cannot really jump into the mind of, like, a woman, for example, who. Like, as from my perspective, it's like, my God, if I was beautiful, I would have an OnlyFans immediately. Like, I would make so much money. But obviously, people don't want to like expose themselves and put themselves online. But Donovan,
Yeah, he does it all the time. Well, now he wants to show off his ding-a-ling, Mike, if you will.
Mike, yeah, I don't see why
I
not.
told him this is probably where I leave him.
Oh,
Well, do you think you'll see his ding-a-ling?
I mean, I am not gonna seek it out, but I support him getting a passive revenue.
Yeah, I mean, I'll also support, but yeah, that's also money that I
just
don't
like that
think.
song, money, money, money.
Money, money, money.
I hate that song.
Yeah.
It's awful. I'm going for it. No!
Ooh.
No!
Are we gonna make it or no?
No,
Oh, that's a bummer.
it is.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do now?
Golly. Yeah, well, I kept talking about whatchamacallit, maybe I'll go to my bed, which I don't typically watch things in bed, but maybe I'll go to my bed and watch an episode of Tomb Raider and then go to bed.
Okay. Oops. Um. Yes, and then you have your 2 half days.
I
Would
do,
you
I'm excited about them.
would you rather that or have 1 day on and 1 day off?
If I would rather one day on, day off.
Okay.
Because I mean when you get to 1 p.m., it's like the day's gone already.
Yeah, that's true.
In my opinion, anyways. So it's like, well, what can I do? But um, yeah, I also have to be cautious because I kind of have to plan 2 weeks ahead because I need to be sure that all materials are ready for the 2 days I'm not gonna be there.
Right.
And then I come back and there are just 2 days before Thanksgiving break, and then you're like back in full. And the way I plan um, is usually a week ahead, but I like split it up each day. So each day I like spend, okay, I'm looking for Latin wine. So it'll be hard. Those 2 days right before Thanksgiving, I have 2 days to plan the next week,
Oh
which
my
is
gosh.
unfortunate. So I'm just trying to like plan everything out.
Hmm.
Plus, I have to edit required reading with Thomas Sowell because it was my turn, and I have yet to do Backward Oracle. So like all of this stuff was happening
It's
in the
piling up.
So I need to probably record reading this weekend and then scramble to do, yeah, Backward Oracle next week, I guess, and have that all ready to go. So then I have less stress when I'm actually with the shoots.
Right.
So yeah. What are your plans? Oh, you'll be away on Saturday probably?
Friday. I'm sure I'll be
Oh, so
back.
you'll come back?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What do you think the plan will be?
We can do Woman of the Hour.
Oh, if you get it all settled?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Either way, it'll be
Okay.
fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What are your plans for tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Just gotta get through the day.
Indeed.
Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I should go grocery shopping at some point, but who has the time?
Yeah. Well, you'll have free food soon enough.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for meeting with me.
Yes, thank you. Just felt like I needed to hear your voice, you know?
Oh, yeah, I'm here for you. You can always give me a call within a reasonable hour. Though, of course, as you saw before, I automatically think something is wrong because
Yeah.
you don't typically call me. Though in this case, it would have been something was wrong.
Right.
So,
Very,
yeah.
very wrong.
Well, I hope that tomorrow is better for you. Play some Zelda
Yeah, no, it's been a while. I gotta pick
as
it
like
up again.
a joyful time. Yeah.
Hmm. Perhaps.
Okay. Well, have a
Okay.
good night. You get some rest, young man.
You too.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.